Welcome to Rocky Top in East Tennessee. From Knoxville, I'm Gabriel Ryan. Glad you're here for the ride for a really good USL League One battle between these two at Covenant Health Park. One Knoxville SC is 14-5-9. Texoma FC 7-12-9. A really good battle coming up between these two sides. And as you'll see in just a moment, Texoma unfortunately already eliminated from the playoff. One Knoxville competing for that number one spot. Just a match left to play as we're in match week 33. Match week 34 could be very, very interesting for these two sides. Big battle coming up here today with these two. Ian Fuller and Adrian Forbes have promised me they're going to leave it all on the table on the pitch tonight. Recent form for these two sides. One Knox closing the year very, very strong and looking to take that final win next week, trying to close out as the number one team in the league with that top seed. Texoma playing for pride and really proud of what they've accomplished this season. Coach Forbes talked about that during our call this week. 9 goals scored, 7 conceded for Texoma. That'll be a stat to watch. Player to watch. It's Tequila. He's been great. The man originally from Germany got his start in Luxembourg and has been electric on the pro side since, including Rocky Top. 6 goals scored this season. He's played over 1,000 minutes. Very important in all 20 of his appearances for One Knox SC. Spangler. Easy player to watch. The right midfielder has been great all season long. He's a former USF Bull and has been super important. 9 goals scored, one of the most productive in the league, not just for Texoma FC. They'll lean on him tonight and see if he can be productive down the back stretch as Texoma looks to end their season on a positive note. Will they get that positive note? Can One Knox get the storybook win at home and continue their electric season pushing for number one on the table to close the year? USL League One action is coming up next. You and I are going to find out together from Covenant Health Park, all on ESPN with Pro Side Soccer.
Blew my mind away.
It's not just a nationwide company that's trying to get your money and then jacking up your prices every other month.
$65 a month, every month, no questions asked.
It's so fast.
So my speeds have quadrupled, actually.
Believe me, you will see the difference.
If you can get KUB fiber in your neighborhood, get it.
10 out of 10, I would recommend it.
Back in Rocky Top from Covenant Health Park, it's USL League One soccer. Glad you're along for the ride. Gabriel Fry promises to be a really fun match between these two sides today. Let's meet the starting 11 for both of these sides. First up, the home club. One Knox led by Ian Fuller. Done a great job this year. They'll run the 4-1-4-1 today. Deanna up front, Lewis between the sticks. Watch Haugley, Skelton on that back line. Caputo in the very middle. And, of course, our player to watch, Tequila. Really interested to see what Calixtro brings today as well in the front of that formation. And we'll meet the Red River side. Similar look in a lot of ways. A lot of parity between these two clubs. A 5-3-2. Spangler, our player to watch at the very top of your formation on the screen. Watch Jordan and Baker in midfield. On the back line, Chavez, Perkins should make an impact today, and Garcia between the sticks, all led by head coach Adrian Forbes, who has a good feeling about this match, and they came to play. So what he told us this week. Welcome inside of Covenant Health Park and onto the turf. Spangler standing at midfield to get us ready to go. It was a wet, rainy weekend in Tennessee, but the weather has blown through Knoxville. It's supposed to be clear skies the rest of the night on Rocky Top for USL League One soccer action, as Texoma will kick us off. They are eliminated from the playoff, playing for pride, playing to disrupt the top of the table momentum for one Knox. Can they do it? We'll find out right now. Kickoff underway. This rolls over the end line for goal kick early. Flipped all the way to the back. Sean Lewis, originally from Rockford, Michigan. Played with FC Tulsa, Indy 11, featured in the U.S. Open Cup. The ball rattles around at midfield momentarily. Taken up by Texoma, and the long feed cut off. Jordan Skelton makes the play. Gives one Knox time to get back. Really good communication between the lines all season long. This is one of those clubs that once you make it through midfield, you think you've passed the test and you reach that back line, and they're just so efficient as well. One Knox tries it long over the top. It's a foot race and can't quite play it through. Here we go down the touchline. It's Tequila, our player to watch, who knifes around, airs it out down inside, and the play made by the defender on the back line, Chavez. Volleyed away from the 18. Talk about tempo. One Knox, just 90 seconds into this, flips it down deep in the wing, and he'll come out and knock it off himself. How about that start for one Knox? Going for it midway through the second minute. Quite the sequence, and it came together so fast. Almost able to play it through. That's Tequila. And Tequila, I thought he would score right here, but I think it's a great play by Sergio to get back. The center back from San Diego knew he had to be in the six. Texoma clears away the early throw-in. Chipped forward by Johnson. Long delivery, end line. Knoxville sends it to the six. Regathered by Tequila. Rolled to the touchline where one Knox will reset. Rocky Top the handoff to Caputo. Pursued quickly at midfield. Haugli, the center back from Norway, sends it over the top and gloved by the keeper. Javier Garcia from McAllen, Texas. A lot of minutes on the pitch this year for Texoma. Played with Rio Grande Valley Academy. University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley, his NCAA career, then the pro side deal, and finally El Paso Locomotive before joining Texoma. Long feed. Chipped into the air twice, trying to volley this away. It's regathered, and on the takedown, blown dead. Drew Klemp, our referee. Spot is a very good one early for Texoma. But one Knox, one of the best, if not the best in the league on set pieces, simply because of their height. Ozzy Ramos. Midfielder from California tees it up. He'll leave it off. Long strike, a little too much sauce as it sails over the top in the 5th minute. Lewis to dish us back underway. Haugley dished it across. It'll return to the keeper. Long strike of the ball, knotted into the air at midfield. Battling for it, Texoma takes it down momentarily, but Rocky Top right back on top of it. Sievert airs it out, and Knoxville loses this. Texoma, a little bit of luck. Struck forward down deep in the 18. Garcia's right there and able to take it up. Disrupted momentarily, the Blues after this. Volleyed back off the kick. Rolls through to Tequila. He's got a bit of a convoy. 3 in front of him, so he'll walk it back. Quick feed across to the touchline. Knoxville working their way down to the 18. On the right corner, they'll roll it back out front. Winds over the top of the grass. Cutting his way down deep into the wing. Tried to knife around the defender and sent off. 22 on 22. Stuart Ritchie trying to find his way around him inside. Willie Perkins slides through and knocks that off. Great play by the right back from Detroit, Michigan. And that's Ritchie. Flipped it over onto the ball. Rosa Malia has it sent off. Texoma playing very well on the backside. Quick throw in, nodded away, once now twice. Ritchie nearly regathers. Texoma, chance to clear it, and it's off. Ball will stay with one Knox. Ritchie quickly. Knoxville down to the 6 and hammered Ariel again off of the field. Nice decision by Texoma, just immediately sending that one all the way out. Thrown in, penalty arc, and misfired by Tequila. Ball rolls off. Goal kick for Garcia and company. Get ready for all of the exciting postseason action as USL playoffs presented by Terminix kick off in November. Top teams will battle it out for the ultimate prize. Go to USLChampionship.com for all of the latest playoff information. Taken away by the Red Riverside and roped across the top of the grass. Valentine tees it up. Texoma to the penalty arc and misfired the feed. Great opportunity, just couldn't connect. One Knox looking to flip the field. Long delivery for the 18 and gloved by Javier. Babacar right behind him, center forward from Senegal, has been electric this year. He's scored 8 goals. Rolled forward. Floater into the 18, knocked into the air, well beyond the area. Taken down and dished across. One Knox, an outlet feed to midfield. Babacar wants to knife his way forward. He'll have to do some finagling in front of that 4th officials table. Klemp watches as this is directed through. Good job knitting passes back and forth. Winder, aired out for Stuart Ritchie, who can't collect initially. Regathers. From the circle, one Knox on their home turf. Haugley just dishes this down. Long feed, kept in on the sideline, and heel it back. Tequila took it forward for a moment. Knoxville happy to sit on possession. Wound across. Looked like he wanted to go for a moment. Now aired out over the top. Nodded to the left, and it's wide. Great opportunity down inside. Teed up perfectly to Babacar. Looking for his 9th of the year, and Javier Garcia very thankful that he doesn't put it on the mark. That's a great opportunity, and Garcia is closer to the far stick. He would have been out of position if that had been on the frame. Sigh of relief. We play on in a deadlock, scoreless. Texoma knifing their way through and left off for Spangler. Intercepted by Ritchie. Stewart's got a head of steam through midfield, looking for help down in that final third. Knifes around the last defender, he's into the wing. Centering ball is chipped up over the top. Excellent opportunity. Stuart Ritchie somehow escaping Reed Valentine. Look at the wheels. I like the look. Very unselfish decision to pass it inside to Tequila. Misfired. Midfield taken down. Texoma. Red River crew fired for the spot. It's hammered into the air. Big high bounce down in the corner. Texoma will stay with it. Stuart Ritchie was there to go after the ball. The home side will load up the 18. Perkins waiting to deliver. Long toss. The Detroiter couldn't deliver it into the 6 as it's knotted away not once but twice. Sent back to Perkins. Tried to chip it to the end line and miscommunication as it's goal kick for one Knox. Head coach of one Knox, Ian Fuller, a Portland native, formerly coached with Minnesota United, just appointed this season to kind of bring the prophecy together. No nonsense, aggressive press and possess style. And he's certainly no nonsense. Brings the heat day in, day out. It is business on Rocky Top with Ian Fuller. Played forward, Texoma puts it back to midfield. Floated through. Red Riverside pushes it past the East Tennessee club. Their man down. Klemp walking to the play and no call. McManus tried to draw that. Couldn't get it done. One Knox plays on. Haugley flicked it across. Delivered back to him. It's Sievert again. Played through, rattles around. Babacar tries for Tequila where it's intercepted. Sunshine poking through and into the eyes of Garcia. Valentine skies this downfield, and in vacant space, it's back to James Thomas. Sent long, Babacar watches as it goes right to Javi. Drew Klemp blew that dead. One Knox as productive as it gets. 40 goals scored this season in 28 matches. That's about a goal and a half per match. They've allowed 25 goals, but that's less than a goal per match. Plus 15 positive differential. In front of the scorers table, this is off, so it'll be thrown in again. Jordan doing the honors. Pulled down by Babacar. Walks his way from midfield in the circle. Dien leaves it off. Ladled over the top and gloved perfectly by Javier. Sent through the air long. A quarter of an hour gone between these two. Spangler to the spot. Perfect delivery and the low shot gloved. Really nice pass by Philip Spangler. Brandon McManus, originally from Louisville, Kentucky, is on the ball deep in the 18. Just a pair of bodies there and unable to find a way to finesse it in. Talked about the predictivity of this one Knoxville side. Texoma has a negative 16 goal differential instead of a positive 15. 50 allowed this season. They've scored 34. Not all bad news. Texoma mathematically eliminated from the playoff. Playing for some pride, having some fun, a lot of positives to build on. Talked to Adrian Forbes about some of his favorite moments from the season and how proud he was of this club. Both coaches had a lot of really positive things to say about the development of the roster and how proud they are of the guys, not only on the field and how far they've come and meshed as a system, but both of these clubs very active in their community, very engaged, and the coaches and front offices of these two sides well aware of how important that is. Prime chance for Knoxville. East Tennessee club at home looking to make something happen. Tequila, the signal, the floater for the spot, nodded away. Loose near the arc. It's a foot race and sent off. Last touched by one Knox. There's Coach Adrian Forbes. Enjoyed catching up with him this week, talking about the success the club had this year. Appointed in October of last year, first-year club. Long-time youth coach for Norwich City. Big possession guy, loves wide play, and he's big on developing that young talent. Texoma steps around a couple. Long delivery, taken away. Skelton, the one who cut that off. Rosa Malia teed it up, now Stuart Ritchie. Intercepted and a lot of space for Texoma. Centered, Red River side, down to the right end of the 18, looking to fire, and it's cleared away. Sievert gets onto the ball and pushes it off. What a play by the center back from Norway. Watch this again. This is a big guy, too, to move this quickly. 6'4", runs him down, and you could see Perkins watching the ball roll off, almost in disbelief. Ozzy Ramos, the midfielder. The Texoma side loading up the 18. And Ramos will deliver it. Bent over the top, aerial and gloved by the keeper. Sean Lewis. Lewis played 7,000 minutes in USL Championship before coming to Knoxville. Over 80 matches with FC Tulsa, Indy 11. Coaches around the league love him. Mark McKeever had great things to say about him. He's been a staple in USL soccer for a long time. Cuts toward midfield. Left off to the touchline. Couple of quick passes. Tried to walk that through and misfired. A little miscommunication. So at midfield it rolls off and Texoma will take back over. Long toss down for the final third is knotted off intentionally. Adrian Forbes gets a little touch on the ball. Jordan delivered for the wing, taken down by Knoxville. Over the top and knotted away by Texoma. Rosamalia couldn't hang on to it. Nearly pickpockets Spangler. Spinning his way through traffic and three defenders left off. Out front, the Red River side will roll this behind the midfield stripe. Flicked forward again and collected by Texoma. Tried to wind it through and it's kept alive. Knoxville regathers again and quickly airs this out. Texoma through midfield. Foot race with Skelton and McManus blown dead. You can watch the USL Championship in Spanish on 2DN, the nation's leading Spanish language sports network. Charleston Battery taking on Birmingham Legion this coming Saturday, 5 Eastern on 2DN. Go to USLChampionship.com for complete USL TV listings. Now that's a spot. Big opportunity. Mason still arguing his case with Klemp on the left side of your screen. Tequila, the one to deliver. Kempis Waldemar Tequila bends it long, down for the 6 and tried to strike it through. Just couldn't touch the ball. Great opportunity. Sievert nearly finishes this. Tequila bent. Watch Haugley. Oh, just a foot or two away. Haugley scored twice this season. Played with Moss in Norway. Loaned to Phoenix Rising. Drafted by the Timbers. Played in college at Virginia Tech. Really special piece for a long time. Played with the Des Moines Menace as well. And is beloved on Rocky Top. Tried to push that through, it rolls off, so Texoma. Long throw in. Scenario tried to volley it back for help. Teed up, and Klemp blows that one against Texoma. The foul sends the ball with Rocky Top. Bent over the top, long delivery, offside. Easy call that time for the officials. One Knox tries to reverse fields, just gets a little ahead of themselves at Covenant Park. Garcia puts us back underway. Knotted through and gloved immediately. Sean Lewis has not seen a lot of action. Saw a couple of early chances. Since then, but a calm one. Floated along over the top. Flicked into the air, and Klemp gonna send the ball with Knoxville. Stuart Ritchie in pursuit. Rosa Malia. Will Perkins trying to take this away. Handed off by Johnson and now cleared downfield. Pass skeetered to him. Floated to the edge of the circle. Knoxville. Ritchie went to the back line, a bit of a reset, and one Knox will give it to the keeper. Hammered long on the floater that's returned to midfield. Knoxville pulls it down and flicked from the circle forward. Babacar dribbled twice. What a move. Taken down by Stuart Ritchie. Sent to the 6 and knocked away. Texoma again through the air. Trying to volley this out and blown dead by Klemp. Texoma's man slow to rise. Hopefully David Mason's all right. Originally from Bethesda, Maryland. 18th appearance of the season, 11th start. Took an awkward shot. Looks wholly unintentional, but might have caught his chin on the head of Tequila. Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of USL Soccer. From the Academy all the way to the big leagues, Select is there every step of the way. You can visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, it's the player's choice. Ball rolled through, and from the 6, it's cleared away. Texoma down to the edge of the wing. Red River side, ball on the boots of Spangler. From the front of the 18, bent over the top but nodded away. Texoma will regather, dribbling, floated to the front, and near the spot, it's dug away and cleared by Skelton. A great play by Haugley, pulled it right out from under him, left it back for Skelton, who floats it off. Texoma will try again. Thrown in. Texoma for the 6, knotted in and gloved by the keeper. Well played by Sean Lewis, stone cold between the sticks. Long winding feed. Rattled over the top. Knoxville onto it. Knifes around the defender. The floater goes wide. No one there to clean it up. Great opportunity for Knoxville. Just couldn't find that last connection. Long throw in. Knocked over the top by Spangler. Taken down, and he'll air it out again. Spangler's feed takes a big high bounce and goes off. Rocky Top taking back over. Still a clean sheet. Scoreless, almost unbelievably, after a half of an hour. Texoma, a goal and a quarter this season on average. One Knox, 1.5 per match this season, including some scoring explosions throughout the course of the year. 3 last time out for one Knox. Babacar tried to ladle that across, intercepted and cleared momentarily. Retaken at the circle, pushed down into the wing, dribble, dribble, dribble. Knoxville leaves it off for the 6, cleared away. On the edge of the area, he couldn't regather and keep it alive. Hammered over the top by the East Tennessee side, and Spangler standing by as the whistle comes, and he has shown the yellow card. Our player to watch. And that hurts to have him take the yellow still in your first half. 9th yellow of the season for Spangler. This is what happened. No telling what the referee saw from his angle. He's standing behind it, looking after them from on the field. 32nd minute underway. Clean sheet remains, unbelievably so. Teed up by Haugley and aired out. Deep in the wing for the end line. One Knoxville sends it out front. A chance to finish on the spot, dug away and cleared by Texoma. Taken back down by Knoxville where it's roped to the corner of the 18. He lets it roll deep in the wing. Centering feed. Out front again. The Red River side clears it. Knoxville wants the call. It's not coming. Klemp lets them go. Skelton dished it across. Caputo now the delivery. Knoxville trying again, another rush as Tequila is trapped near the corner. All the way down to the touchline as he's harassed by Teddy Baker. Flicked out front, Callum Johnson. End line, and this one is rifled on the net where it's gloved. Great save, great play again by Sean Lewis. Rolled forward to Spangler. Valentine just in front of Garcia. Through the circle, taken up by Texoma. Left off, deep down the touchline in the wing. Floater for the 6. Rolls all the way through. Spangler onto it, who just suffered the yellow, and it is cleared away. Great play by Stuart Ritchie. Gets his body onto the ball. For the moment, East Tennessee side, one Knox has to reset. Spangler delivered across, rolls all the way back behind midfield. Garcia went forward with it, and it's aired out by Texoma. Little battle on the edge of the midfield circle. Aired out. Taken down quickly. Valentine rolled to Perkins. Reed trying to get around Ritchie. Texoma trying to battle his way inside and tripped up as there's 4 defenders there. Babacar, 3 on him as he'll knife his way around 1. Long delivery by Tequila across, 2 inside for 1 Knox. Just in the penalty arc, Tequila has it taken away, knotted out of the area and hammered into the air by Texoma. Red Riverside will try airing it out. Perkins is there. Gathered initially, and Ritchie clears it away from him. Texoma. Valentine for the 18, got it right back. Great passing, Perkins, backside of the 6, no one's there. Kept alive on the end line, and Clem says no. Ball to Rocky Top. Game was delayed today. Had some problems getting from between North Texas and Oklahoma over to East Tennessee. Laser downfield. It'll roll all the way through to the corner and just off. Soccer season still alive and well. SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of USL. You can get all of your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek. It is your ticket to great seats. On in long. Chipped through to midfield, battled away. Adrian Forbes' club sees Spangler pitch it across. Down the touchline, centering ball on the penalty arc is knocked away. Chance to clear it, and they will. Very well done. Callum Johnson disrupted, left it for Skelton. Now 1 Knox. Under the edge of the 18, he's got a lot of room. Dribble, dribble, dribble from the penalty arc, hammered through and redirected as it rolls off over the end line. Texoma happy with that. Jordan is able to get his body in front of the ball. Blazes off of him and rolls off. And a set piece coming together for 1 Knox. Watch what happened. They gave him room, and a couple of boots there. Might have also come off of Reed Valentine kind of at the same time. To deliver is Callum Johnson. The 25-year-old sent long, aired out, 6-yard box, tried to knot it inside. It's cleared by Texoma initially. Great defensive effort as he stays after it. That's Brendan McManus who made the play. Floater again for the 18 and knotted away initially. Now roped long over the top for Will Perkins. Foot race to the ball. Brown, the right back from Jamaica, after it. 1 Knoxville's man run down on the 39th, and Klemp sends us the other way. Long kick for 1 Knox. What a beautiful day in East Tennessee. Delivered all the way to the 18. It's cleared away. Midfield. Spangler leaves it off. In the wing, centering feed, knocked out. On the edge of the 18. This one's sent long for midfield, and it rolls off. Caputo makes the play defensively. Started again already. Texoma. Fed to Sergio, and he'll leave it for Javier. Garcia airs it out. Wanted every bit of that. Loose in front of the area and airborne. Tried to pull that down, Spangler. And as they both knife at the ball, Caputo upset with a whistle. Long delivery to come for Texoma FC. They're squaring off against the club in the league that is probably the best at set pieces. I would say they are. Floater, a little too much juice on it as it's taken away by Rosa Malia initially. Perkins trying to battle this one away. Boxes out Rosa Malia and somehow delivers to Reed. And now as Valentine looks at the centering ball, it's off. Valentine throws in, blown dead by Klemp. Not happy with Rosa Malia. The midfielder from Roseland, New Jersey. Perkins and Rosa Malia are having a laugh about it with Klemp. Maybe not that much of a laugh, but a laugh nonetheless. Reed quickly for the corner of the 18. Fired on the left stick, and it's knocked away. Sean Lewis sells out to push that one off. First of all, this is a great shot. Really well placed. A lot of authority from Philip Spangler on the back end of that. He scored 9 this season. That's the reason he's our player to watch. So productive. Would love to end with double digits. Absolutely blistered that ball, but Sean Lewis sells out, uses his whole body, and makes the save, pushing it away with both gloves. Richie, the one who got us started, and he gets it back. Wanted Babacar as it's cut off. At midfield, gathered by McManus. Aerial play is knotted all the way through by Haugley. Quick counter. Richie forward to Rosa Malia. Behind the midfield circle. Knoxville. Rocky Top tries the corner as that will roll off as well. This is a nice chance. Late stages of our first half of action. And they've sent Jaheim Brown, the Jamaican fullback. Long floater by Brown into the 6, and as Garcia goes to the pitch, the whistle from Klemp, he's still down. Watch what happened. Brown throws in. Some contact. The ball comes off of one Knox. Javier Garcia. Back underway. Ian Fuller is going to suffer the yellow. They just showed the yellow. Klemp runs to the bench, shows it to Fuller. He does not look amused. as a club. One Knox, that's the 73rd yellow this season. Played through Texoma, tried to send it inside, and it's hammered over the top by Haugley. Discipline-wise, 2.5 yellows per match on average. Knox has already got a pair. Final minute of regulation on our first half. Teddy Baker from England to the corner. Baker scored a trio of goals this season. Product of Lake Erie College. Also played at Hofstra. Teddy delivers the strike right down the end line as it's hammered away by One Knox and regathered immediately. Floater for the corner of the 18, nodded towards the 6, cleared once, and as he battles to the ball, runs right through him. And the yellow shown immediately. 3 in our first half, and now 1 against Patrick. Stashevsky, the 19-year-old from Chicago, Illinois. Awkwardly got caught up with Rosa Malia. First ever yellow card suffered by Stashevsky. They're going to add 1 minute of stoppage time to our first half. One Knox, pickpocketed down the touchline and gloved by Javier. "60 seconds of stoppage time gone. Klemp elects to send us to the locker room. Time to look at some film on the whiteboards and make some changes for these two sides, as we are scoreless after 3/4 of an hour between One Knoxville and Texoma. Two great football clubs. Texoma playing for pride and looking to be the villain that Rocky Top so desperately is looking to get around. One Knoxville wants to finish the regular season as #1 on the table and take that top seed into the playoff. Coverage at halftime. We'll have the table, highlights, and so much more. Don't go anywhere. More USL League One action coming up in just a moment. We are deadlocked, scoreless on ESPN.
Gig speed internet from the big guys, gig speed internet from KUB Fiber. What's the difference? Ours is truly gig speed. Do a speed check and see if you're getting what you pay for. Then make the switch to KUB Fiber.
One half of action in the books at Covenant Health Park. We are scoreless. A clean sheet for both sides. One Knoxville SC playing host to Texoma in what's been a great USL League One battle. So much talent and parity around the league. It's always fun to see who is named to the USL League One Team of the Week. This is who it was for Week 32. A couple of familiar faces on here as well, notably. If you look at this, Texoma's got a couple on the bench. Garcia, Jordan, congratulations to them. Also on the bench for Knoxville, Caputo. And two players on the Week 32 Team of the Week for one Knox. Babacar, Tequila, well-deserved. Great performances all year. Teddy Baker as well being named the Week 32 Team of the Week for USL League One for his electric play. And so many great plays. We've got the goal of the week, the save of the week, and construction of stadiums around the league for you right now.
Kempis Tequila to strike, and what a strike it is! Effortless, simply effortless from the talisman. And Mensah, roll Papa Mensah! Sprung over goal by Rashid Nuhu. A save for the ages in Union Omaha.
In the USL, shovels in the ground mean as much as scoring goals. And Sacramento Republic is on its way to transforming the city's rail yard district into a soccer palace. The same is happening in the Motor City, with Detroit City's new home clearing way for stadium construction. Miami FC has unveiled its future home in South Florida, while the Pittsburgh Riverhounds prepare for their stadium expansion, preserving one of the best views in all of sports. The growth is felt as well in League One, with expansion on the way for 2026. The scene changes daily at the site of Fort Wayne's new home, from clearing the area in early June to the sweet sight of concrete and steel in mid-September. All watched closely by Fort Wayne's Director of Communication, Justin Cohn.
Thousands of people literally drive past this thing every day. So how cool is it for everyone to get a chance to see this thing every single day get closer?
Yeah, it's really cool. It's ideally located for people going to and from work, or they're driving down to Indianapolis, and you're seeing it in really at a rapid pace come up. So you're really seeing a lot of the facade of what will be the stands start to come up.
I look at the renderings. First thing I notice is this gigantic video board. So give me some of the neat things about that, because this might be the best thing in League One for sure.
Yeah, I mean, the scoreboard is something I'm really excited about. It'll be the second longest scoreboard in the entire state. So that means it eclipses an NFL stadium. You're going to have a lot of options at Fort Wayne FC Park in terms of watching the matches. There's a lot of possibilities that you can do with the scoreboard.
Fellow League One expansion club Boise is seeing its vision take shape as construction at the park at Expo, Idaho is full speed. And longtime League One club Greenville Triumph has kicked off construction at Bridgeway Station.
Whoa, termites can eat a pound of wood a day. 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 What's wrong, Daddy? Daddy? You okay?
Keep termites out of your home and your head with our premium guarantee that covers up to $250,000 in new termite damage. Before panic shows up, Terminix it.
on me. Tell them that's like it.
What makes Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water unique? It's our commitment to making our bottles from at least 50% recycled plastic. In fact, Crystal Geyser is the only beverage company in the U.S. to exclusively own and operate 2 plastic recycling facilities. And you can help us make an impact too by always remembering to recycle your bottles. Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water. Simple, but not easy.
Blew my mind away.
It's not just a nationwide company that's trying to get your money and then jacking up your prices every other month.
$65 a month, every month, no questions asked.
It's so fast.
So my speeds have quadrupled, actually.
Believe me, you will see the difference.
If you can get KUB fiber in your neighborhood, get it.
10 out of 10, I would recommend it.
We're back. We're scoreless. It's like watching 2 cats right before they fight, just staring at one another. So many great things happening around the league. Let's take a look at the latest in the news and notes in USL League One. This league is exploding in size. Clubs are cropping up all around the country, and very excited to see the Sharks circling. They will be joining USL League One, and head coach has been selected. Dropping anchor in Port St. Lucie. Welcome to Port St. Lucie to USL League One from Florida's Treasure Coast. And the league record has been set from the spot. Javier Garcia, his 6th penalty kick. It's a single season and overall league record. And scores from around the league this weekend. This is our final match of week 32, so all of these have gone full time. The Red Wolves a 2-1 victory to push themselves 1 point ahead of Knox. 2-0. Antelope Valley defending their home turf. Portland Hearts of Pine played to a draw against the New York side. FC Naples falling to the Velocity on their home turf. Tormenta going on the road and storming to a win, if you will. 4-0 at home for Union Omaha, who exploded, taking the big victory and looking great. And live standings, this is the table right now in USL League One. So if we play to a draw in this, it'll be a deadlock for the top 2 spots at 52 points between Chattanooga and Knox. And of course, Texoma is mathematically eliminated from the playoff. When we return, we'll see who can break the deadlock in this chess match. Can someone pull out a header, or are we headed towards a draw? We'll find out next on ESPN.
Fiber internet from the big guys, fiber internet from KUB. What's the difference? No fine print. Get true gig speed internet for just $65 a month. No contracts, no slowdowns, no disclaimers. KUB Fiber.
Inside of Covenant Health Park, we are deadlocked and scoreless after one half of play between Texoma and One Knoxville Soccer Club. Glad you're with us. Let's take a look at our highlights from half one. Flipping this one back to the get-go, Tequila. Nice little pickpocket. Look at that move. And the floater, I was certain he had done it, but a great job by the center back, putting himself in position to make the play for Texoma. Sergio kept us scoreless. Brown got this started, and another floater, this time knotted, but just wide left. Babacar, who was on the team of the week for a reason last week. Watch this one. Steps to the inside, left through to the spot, hammered, but it's low and easily gloved as it's right at Sean Lewis. Good opportunity by McManus. This is another look. Phillip pushed away. Spangler had a great chance, stepped in and took that shot. These are your stats from that first half. It's been a side-to-side sweeping battle. Very slow, not a lot. I'm sure the coaches are talking about tempo in the locker room. I'm with them. Shots on target, 3-0. Texoma. Possession has been more the Knoxville way. No surprise to see that. Corners 2-1, offside 2-1, and the Cards. Just 3 so far, a pair against Texoma, and Coach Fuller took one in that first half. We're ready to go. One half to play. Both of these clubs looking to break the deadlock for very different reasons. Currently tied, and with goal differential on top of the league with that extra point if they were to play to this draw, is One Knox. Booted away from the area. Rocky Top pulls it down. They're moving pretty quick to start this second half as Stuart Ritchie gets it right back. Centering feed is blasted away by Sergio and cleared. Great play by Texoma to prevent the chance. That looked drawn up. Looked like they went right to the locker room and said, this is what we're going to do to open half two. Came out, tried to execute the play, and just couldn't hook it together. No changes or substitutions at the half for these two sides as the ball is stolen away and cleared by the North Texas club. Floated again beyond midfield. Skelton tried to volley that for some help. And Ritchie lets it go as it's last touched by Perkins. Long delivery over the top, and it's going to roll off. Texoma again. Pitched and caught. Texoma plays through the circle as they possess on the backside. Patrick sent it to Javier, who airs it out. Good battle for it as Forbesy tries to touch that one on. Coach couldn't help it. Love to see him having fun. Midfield. One Knox pitched all the way to the back line into the center back, Skelton, who brushes it to Brown. Aerial play over the top, kept away by Texoma. Flicked forward, and it pinballs right to Skelton. Down the line, in front of the scorers table. Caputo skies this for the wing where it's taken down by One Knoxville. Brown has to hit the e-brake to get onto the ball. Calixtro tried for the spot. Texoma intercepts and blasts that one through the air. Lots of action-packed league play coming up to close the season. Hope you'll be with us for all of it. USL League One, USL Championship websites. There's a TV schedule available. Floater is gloved easily by Javier. Garcia right in the center of the 6-yard box, sees that coming from a mile away. Perkins ladles it off in front of the scorer's table. Senator Ramos and Ozzie hands it off. This sails. Coach Fuller suffered the yellow in that first half and suffering on the bench. Does not look happy with the execution. This game has moved a bit like traffic in Tennessee. Slow. Adrian Forbes. Truly a chess match. And that's not the vibe I got on the call with these two coaches throughout the week. Both of them expressed to me, hey, we have things we're working on that we feel good about. We want to end the season with XYZ, right? Forbes is talking about big momentum and ending on a win and a positive note and all the growth they've had. Ian Fuller's like, we want to prove that we are who we say we are, the number one team and club in USL League One. No reason to think that that's what these clubs walked into this intending to do. Good chess match between these two sides. Quite the battle. Javier Garcia will come out to deliver. Long floating bend down for the wing is knotted away initially. Pushed down the edge of the area and nearly rattles off as it stays in play. The grabbing Klemp pulls the yellow and shown immediately. Valentine, the one who will suffer the yellow. Reed Valentine from Dallas, Texas. 4th yellow of the season the Solar SC Academy product has taken. Father Matt Valentine, USL Dallas. Long strike floats all the way to Javi. Garcia will put us back underway from the area. Aerial collision is off. Perkins not thrilled about it. Caputo got us going. One Knox trying to avoid the pickpocket. Klemp is going to send that off of a kick and a yellow shown. Again to Texoma. This time it's McManus. 5th of the season for number 7. Scratch that, it's going to be against Perkins from Detroit, Michigan. 11th yellow card of the season shown to him. Flipped through and cleared at the last moment by Texoma as we've got some pushing and shoving on the spot. Both clubs trying to argue their case. What an opportunity. Here's what happened. Rides him right in there, and that's enough to draw that for sure. So the spot, you can see where he marked that, is inside of the penalty arc. Tequila will deliver. That's as good as it gets without a penalty. No wonder One Knox was upset. I was surprised they were upset about that. That makes sense why they're arguing the call. Seconds ago, Perkins suffers the yellow. And now the kick inside of the penalty arc. Rocky Top to deliver. Babacar, Caputo, Tequila. Tequila strikes off of the crossbar, pushed back into the 6. It's loose and swiped away by Texoma. Floater again. One Knox regathers, sent down along the edge of the area, tries to knife it into the corner of the 18. He's run down, no call, as one Knox goes wild. Here's Klemp. And they will allow this one. Hold on, now we're shown a yellow. Teddy Baker. Penalty is coming. So first we look at the free kick. Oh my goodness, ping right off of the bar. Thought he had a chance coming back. This is what drew the penalty. Twice in a row. Jordan again. 4 yellows now suffered by Texoma. And the penalty, they've selected Tequila. Tequila this season, 6 goals, 52% of his shots on target. One Knox, Tequila, beautiful touch to the left corner, easy, automatic, 1-0. One Knox jumps out ahead at home. It's the 7th goal of the season for Tequila. Watch this again. Jordan grabs the hips of Calixtro, and he did it moments ago. That's what the free kick was for. Tequila, love it. Panenka vibes. Kempis gets it done with his 7th of the season and pushes Knoxville to a 1-0 lead on their home turf at Covenant Health. Having a good time laughing it off with Baker as we're back underway between these two sides. Knoxville. Rosa Malia has it pushed away, deep for Perkins. Sent out front, hammered, and it's blocked back, regathered and finished. Pushed through. A goal apiece as we're deadlocked immediately. Teddy Baker scores his 4th of the season. What a beautiful score by Teddy Baker. Unbelievable. How long did that take? 12 seconds? That's off the kick. Floated long. Perkins is there. Centering ball. Banged off the keeper's gloves. He says, we're finishing this thing. 1-1 in East Tennessee. Oh, baby, what a finish. Baker followed that one right to the net. A goal apiece. We have got a goal in the 56th minute off of the penalty for Knoxville. That lead lasts about 12 seconds of play, as in the 57th it becomes 1-1 and deadlocked all over again. Knoxville plays it from midfield, left off down the touchline. Rocky Top out front, push toward the penalty arc. Tequila, the goal scorer, doesn't like what he sees. He'll retreat. Brown tries this to the area, teed up out front for Johnson. Swipes back and forth before he leaves it to the corner in Calixtro. Giovanni for Brown. Defended immediately by Jordan. Pitched back and forth, Caputo. Over the top, nearly intercepted by Texoma. Perkins right there, kept away by Hogley. Abel stepped that up. Mason right there. The floater is long and taken down by Calixtro. Giovanni, chip for Brown. Battled away on the edge of the area. Calixtro, Tequila. Rolled to the far side and deep into the wing. One Knoxville. From the circle, they're going to try this again. Texoma a bit forward, nodded straight up towards the spot. Cleared initially, Texoma keeps it rolling. Pushed out Spangler onto the ball, midfield and more. Texoma, one between him and the sticks as he battles on the penalty arc and sees it cleared away by the back line. Regathered. Ozzy delivered quickly. Mason gets it right back. Ramos and Mason playing catch as this is pushed off by Brown. Great tackle. That's about 90% ball by Jaheim Brown. Of course, good sportsman as well as they laugh it off. Throw in coming. Jordan down in the corner, sees this pushed off. He'll try again. The Texas native. Already a quarter of an hour gone in our second half. We saw a pair of goals just seconds apart, the 56th and 57th minute. Prime chance on the set piece for Texoma. Right now, only one black and red kit down in the 6-yard box. Bent long, this one is knotted away. Sent for the 6, loose, hammered, cleared, on the spot. Bicycle, this is cleared away by one Knox. Rolling out, Texoma trying to regather. Babacar wants to send it long from midfield. Aired out down for the 18. Javier Garcia comes out. He'll take up the ball himself. Texoma. Skied for midfield. Mason mistouched. Knoxville back to Brown. Jaheim. One of the penalty arc. We're playing some wide open ball now. Tequila. Triple teams. Tried to knife his way through. And the kick. Can't watch the match. You can hear it. Turn on Sirius XM FC 157. It's North America's only 24/7 source for engaging talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights, and you can hear live matches from USL, MLS, Premier League, more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the new Sirius XM app. This is a great opportunity as we will see a pair of changes. Tequila standing by. Delivered the free kick from inside of the penalty arc that came off the bar. Rosamalia is off. Mikel comes on. We're also going to see Stavros on, the man from Greece. Sarakostas has been so good. Tequila to deliver. Long floater. See ya. Found the chain link. Ready to get back underway is Garcia will be the one to put this into play. Nodded back. Gathered. He is rushing down the sideline. Zarakostas is taken to the turf, and the ball will stay with Texoma. Again involved is Jordan. Get back underway. Tequila. Left it off, the floater to the backside of the area, knotted out front. Texoma a chance to clear, and they will. From the circle, regathered by one Knox. Stavros Zarakostas from the end line out front, knocked in. Babacar finishes for one Knox. They lead 2-1 at home. The 9th goal of the season for the Senegalese forward. Oh, baby, what a finish. Zarakostas makes the play happen, evades Mason. Right in his face, makes the pass between a pair of defenders. That is a great feed. And Babacar is right there. Perfectly played by one Knox. They lead again, 2-1 at home. Their last lead lasted about 12 seconds of play. We'll see if they can protect it this time from the Red River side. Texoma skies the ball downfield, and it'll roll off. Inside, battled on the end line. Journey to the final sweepstakes is on. You can find out more about the contest, a link in the bottom right, but enter now by scanning the QR code on your screen. We'll see you there. Precision concrete corner, bent over the top, knotted out immediately. Loose, regathered on the penalty arc, and pickpocketed away from Spengler, who couldn't get set. Hustling, midfield, left off, onside. One Knox SC, dribble, 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 cuts his way toward the penalty arc, and tackled away perfectly by Texoma. Beauty of a play defensively. Lofted over the top of the turf grass. Hitting the brakes is David Mason. Left off, Texoma the floater, and it's going to sail over the end line for goal kick. So this week I downloaded a new app and I've been playing it. It's eFootball. It's here. You can live your dream and rep your team. Play as your favorite USL club. eFootball, it's free to play, free to download. Get it today. I'll be honest, I'm getting old. I'm still figuring out how to play, but join and whoop up on me in USL action if you're good at that. Or maybe I'll beat up on you. I don't know. We'll find out. Ball rattles around at midfield, and this is headed with Texoma. Oh, he's not happy. Klemp is going to show the yellow. The 6th yellow shown during our match. Waiting for confirmation. I believe he showed that to Haugley. Sievert Haugley, big number 3 on that back line. So important to one Knox. Long pitch. Spengler leaves it off in the wing. Texoma the floater for the 6-yard box and knotted down into the corner by Brown. It'll roll off for the throw-in. Sievert is the one who received the yellow. 6th of the match shown by Klemp. Tried to fight his way down the touchline. Rolled out front. Teddy Baker delivered across to Patrick. Knifes his way around Babacar, who just scored in the 65th. Sergio rolled forward, came right back. Texoma trying midfield. Baker pushed it through initially. Ball is hung onto by Texoma. Spengler, our player to watch for the Red Rivers side, has a little heat. Pass to the backside and pinballed away from the 6. Great play down inside by the man who just suffered the yellow. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Great play. Trying to dig it through. Haugley's on top of it. Bush's baked bean replay. I love it. Floated along for the 6, battered away by the keeper. Tried to hammer it back on goal. Texoma flicks it down to the wing. We play on for the 6 again. Knotted out initially. Over the top, the floater by McManus, still alive as it's volleyed back out front. Taken by one Knox, trying to clear. Pickpocketed, knifed away by McManus. And battled at by Sergio as he goes down. And the yellow's shown as we've got some pushing and shoving. Everybody's after Babacar, a man pulled to the turf grass. Oh boy, things boiling over on Rocky Top. Brown is fighting to stay on his boots. Words and blows being exchanged as some are trying to cool tensions and some want to get a word in. We saw yellow. Klemp is trying to clean this up, and a red comes out of the back pocket. Goodbye. Surprised to see that. And another red. Out of here. A goal scorer. Gone. No motion from Clem. Handles business. Mason is gone. David Mason, only 2 yellow cards in 18 appearances this season. Suffers a red today. And more. Off camera this time. Ramos. Skelton is talking to Clem. Ozzy is trying to talk to him. Chaotic on Rocky Top. We don't have official confirmation. I'm 99% sure Babacar, the goal scorer from the 65th minute, sent off. We're going to watch it back. Watch this with me. Let's see what happened. Misfired down the front of the area. Now, I'm also trying to look on the back side of the play here. This is the not out. Couldn't clear it. There's some shoving down in front of the 6 right there. Little shove on the back. They're fighting for the ball. Great couple of plays. Babacar with the tackle. He's upset about the tackle. There's the first push. Babacar doesn't like that. The yellow comes out while Babacar's back is turned, and it's a brawl. A lot of pushing and shoving. No fist thrown. A lot of emotions. You can see some guys are trying to clean this up and say, hey, we don't need to do this. Some guys are a little upset. I'm impressed by Clem. I think he did a nice job. Zero emotion on his face. Babacar right there takes the red. That's what I'm talking about. Now, we don't have that confirmed, but I'm making sure 100% that's him. You can see him pleading his case. And then Mason as well. David Mason gone. Babacar did not take a red all season long. Just 4 yellows this year. Babacar red. This is Clem. Chaotic. Texoma is going to have a great kick from the spot of where we started all this. He's going to mark that right now. smiling and laughing while they argue about where to put the ball at least. So we're going to have a little extra space on the pitch tonight with a couple of gentlemen sent to the locker room early. Teddy Baker, Ozzy Ramos standing by with the ball as Klemp looks ready to go. There's the signal. Quickly, Ramos tees it. Baker floated and nodded away by one Knoxville. Played through, big collision. Oh, baby. From the top rope, and he'll suffer the yellow for it. Jordan run down. Sarakostas, the Greek forward, airborne, shoulders him. Long way off, dead on from the left side of the penalty arc. Just a quarter of an hour left in regulation. 2-1. Knoxville is leading the Red River side. Floater for the 6, nodded away. Loose. Drips out front of the wing. Texoma sent back inside. Hammered down to midfield. They'll regather. Flicked back by Jordan. Steps it back, doesn't like what he sees ahead of himself. Valentine dished across. Knifed his way through and sent it long, and the feed a little too much sauce as it sails off of the pitch. Thrown in. Tried to play that through one Knox. He's tripped up. The ball will stay with them at midfield. Looks like he may show Ramos a yellow. Another look at what happened. Ozzy goes to the tackle. Caught on the back of the legs, and there it is. Patiently waiting for Ozzy to stand. Ramos suffers his first yellow of the day. A dozen on the season, including that one. That's the 9th card of the match shown by Klemp, including a pair of reds back in the 71st minute that sent Mason and Babacar to the locker room. Underway, one Knox floats it long. Tried to nod that from the wing inside. Jordan misdirects it. An opportunity has come together for Knoxville. Brown, the Jamaican, pinballed away, and he's not going to keep that for long. Texoma. Mason flicks it across to the back line. Ozzy delivers back to David. Pinballed through by Texoma. Tequila right on top of the man with the ball, Valentine. Stavros there, able to keep it away, Ozzy. Pair of reds have drastically changed this match. Played long and gloved. Sean Lewis gets onto the ball. The Reds, just 6 minutes ago, leaving us shy a man for both clubs. A lot of extra space on the field. It's having a really interesting impact on the flow already. Long feed down into the wing. One Knox has got it. Dribbles, healed out front and cleared by Texoma. What a beautiful pass. Stavros was looking for the front of the 6-yard box. Texoma just out of the reach of Knoxville. Played through. Red Riverside trying to knife his way around that last defender and cleared from the reach of McManus. One Knox looking to just get out of here with the 3 points now. Long feed from midfield over the top. Texoma takes it up on the corner of the 18. Knifed in front and taken back by Knoxville. Dished over by Ritchie. Stewart's ball is regathered. McKell tried to push it forward. Hammered off of the attacker. Klemp going to give him a minute. Take your time. Teddy Baker. After the ball. Ooh. Bush's baked bean replay. Roll that footage. Walking it off. Looks like he's going to be all right, thankfully. Back underway. Patrick came off just a few moments ago. Amin Jauna in for him from the Gambia. Ozzy. Texoma for the penalty arc. He plays it through and fires the shot that's deflected away. Ritchie plays it to midfield for one Knox. Tequila left it off, harassed from behind, pushed away. Knifes his way down the touchline and ropes it away. Texoma from the midfield stripe. Ramos leaves it off. Nodded back toward midfield where it's regathered. Caputo handed it off. Rolled for one Knox. A lot of room to work with. Long winding feed down to the right side of the 18. Fired back stick and he missed. Oh, baby, what a rush on goal. He just couldn't find the stick. Great opportunity for Zaro Costas. Baker from the wing all the way through the 6 and off. Sean Lewis wanted to let it go. Brown nodded it off. The corner. Precision Concrete Solution corner. Ten cards thrown in this match, playing with 10 apiece. A pair of reds shown in our 71st minute. Just 20 guys on the pitch. Texoma looking for an equalizer, batted away by Sean Lewis with one glove over the top. Red Riverside from the edge of the wing. Pitched back down toward the 6, knocked away. Zarakostas leaves it off. Brown, a lot of traffic around him. Pitched long, and this will roll all the way to Garcia. Javier Garcia was so active in the first half, and in the second half, he has not seen a lot of action. He's kind of rested back on his heels and waited for the game to come to him, and it hasn't. Lamine fights his way to the corner, harassed as he pushes his way down the wing. Up front for Jordan, the floater. Nodded off of the wing. Baker fires, and it's blocked away by Lewis. What a save by Sean Lewis. Lamine is tying his boot. Fired again. Sean Lewis again. Well, that's got to be deflating for Texoma. Watch this. You're not going to get a better chance than that. Hammered, and Lewis is incredible. Look at all the distance he covered. Just a couple of changes coming. Brown for Fernandez. Tequila for Meek. Johnson for Kelly. McManus for Flowers. Ramos for Pepe. Lots of fresh bodies. Angelo Kelly Rosales, midfielder from Honduras, his third season with the club. Diego Pepe from El Paso, Texas, younger brother of national team striker Ricardo. Grew up playing alongside him in El Paso. Featured for the youth side of FC Dallas. Danny Fernandez, Spanish center back, fourth season with the club. Joined it during its USL 2 era. He was a standout for the Bears at Lenore Rhine. To be clear, that's not who was on your screen. That was Angelo Kelly Rosales coming on for Johnson, number 8. You can watch USL Championship and League One all season long. They're on CBS Sports, ESPN platforms, and so much more. Catch live matches, expert analysis, all every day on the CBS Sports Golazo Network and ESPN+. Go to USLChampionship.com or USLLeague1.com for complete USL TV listings. Really an incredible time for the USL. The number of expansion clubs coming to the league, the growth of the game in the States. Very, very fun year in pro-side soccer in America. Pitch downfield. Defended well by Haugley, who sends it off. Long pitch onto the field, and the collision too much for Klemp, who sounds the whistle immediately. Floater again. Both clubs playing with just 10, I'll remind you. Pair of reds shown in our 71st. Long feed, and the intercept taken up by Valentine. What a difference in energy from our first to our second half. I likened it to traffic in Tennessee, or a big chess match. Second half has been like a track meet. High flying, fun, full speed action from Covenant Health. Great way to close the year for these two sides. A lot of fun. A couple of crucial matches coming up. With that said, Greenville remains on the schedule for the club looking to become the top in the league. Swatted away and thrown in again quickly by Texoma. Back line puts it into the air, and that's out on the bench. Through midfield, Texoma tries the backside of the circle. It's Valentine. Reed knifes his way forward, a lot of pressure, flicks it long, rolls down deep to the corner. That's off. Goal kick for Sean Lewis and company. One Knox scored their 41st and 42nd goal of the season today as a club. They've had such an electric year on both sides of the ball. Didn't have to use their height to do it either, as we have 4 minutes of stoppage time. And this is pushed off. Texoma looking to escape with a point. Thrown in quickly, Baker. Texoma playing for nothing but pride, mathematically eliminated from the playoff. Loose near the 6 and pushed off. Played away. With that 41st and 42nd goal, One Knox is now third in the league in scoring this season. 48 for Tormenta, tied for second. Charlotte and Omaha at 45. Ball will go the other way with Texoma. Knocked away momentarily and taken in by Ritchie, who floats it downfield. Aerial play. Pickpocketed by Baker. Teddy to Lamine. Sent inside for Spengler. Left off in the wing. Centering ball is hammered, and Sean Lewis makes the save again. Oh, baby, stamp that on the highlight reel. Lewis. My goodness, what a day. That's going to be a candidate for save of the week. That might be it right there. Oh my goodness. Not only that, look at him scramble to his boots. And it's returned immediately by Valentine, and he's set. Might as well just give him the award now. What a save. And he had one of those earlier as well. He's had a nuts day between the sticks. One Knox is chased off of the pitch. Played 2.5 of our 4 of stoppage time. Texoma fired up. They want the draw. Calling for it. From the circle, running out of time. A few rushes left in the tank. Flicked long, down deep in the wing near the end line. Centering, ball knocked away. Knoxville to clear, and they will. How much time can they waste? Flick through, Stavros. Onto the ball. Going on a rush of his own into the area. Fires wide. He did it earlier. He does it again. Off over the end line. Goal kick coming quickly. Texoma in the waning moments of their season. Javier plugged in and ready to go. Obviously on the ball, if you will. Texoma, time for another rush, maybe 2. Depends on what Klemp does. Baker. The Red River side pickpocketed again. What a day. Zarakostas, the Greek, getting it done again for One Knoxville. Hammered by Garcia for the penalty arc. Knocked away. Lamine there Tried to play that through both the goalkeepers. Nuts days from inside of the 6. And that will wrap this battle on Rocky Top between Knoxville and Texoma. And Fuller coming through the handshakes. There's Adrian Forbes, and a big hug. You love to see it after such a fun one. And you can tell they're in big agreement on something right there after a fun day between these two sides. Love to see that. Two great coaches. So much fun chatting with them. Love to see them get in the good handshake and enjoy the match and a great day of the beautiful game on top of Rocky Top. 2-1 the final as the battle goes the way of Knoxville. There's your man of the match. Well-deserved as Sean Lewis played lights out. The Michigan man was impenetrable, a brick wall. He made a couple of the craziest saves you're going to see all year long, all in one match. That last one was wild. Here is going to be your play of the match, and it is Babacar who's going to be awarded this. Watch this. Brown flicked it across. This is our Costas, who had those 2 crucial clears at the end. Down the end line, fed out front. Babacar gets it done. That was the 9th goal of the season for the Senegalese forward, and that broke the deadlock in incredible fashion. Big day for Babacar. So the final 2-1 as one Knoxville SC takes the victory at home over Texoma. They're looking to finish number 1 on the table in USL 1. We'll see if they can do it as there's 1 week left in the season. Don't go anywhere. Highlights are wrapping more on ESPN coming next.
The change in speed was amazing.
$65 a month, every month.
It's so fast. Believe me, you will see the difference.
I've told him when it comes, you better get it quick.
Back on Rocky Top, 2-1 your final. One Knox taking the victory on their home turf over Texoma in incredible fashion. This match had it all. Big saves, big plays, great passes. It started slow. We saw a possession game, a lot of tacticality, and the chess match turned into a shootout. This is how it happened. We take you back to the delivery off of the crossbar by Tequila. I thought that would be the moment we saw this one break open, but no. Grabbed his hips, and it was too much. Jordan hit with a whistle. He had a couple of rough minutes. Tequila then gets it done. 1-0. That lead lasted, I think, 12 seconds of game time, literally. Watch this. This is the ensuing kickoff. Seconds later. Pitched along, down the field for the end line, centered, bang. Cleaned up, followed it right in. I mean, that's just a great job staying behind the ball. You see him make an incredible save. Not happening, buddy. Player of the match with good reason, but Teddy Baker made sure that one found its way home. We take you forward 8 minutes. Zara Costas. This was our play of the match. Zavros cuts it down the end line, fed out front. Babacar. 1-1 only lasted 8 minutes. DN broke that up to make it 2-1. One Knox. Really big play. We go to stoppage time. Texoma from the wing out front, and what a save. And he just kept it going. That's why Sean Lewis was our man of the match. Unreal performance. These are the numbers that drove the 2-1 victory. 18 shots by Texoma. Man, they poured it on. 9 on target. Possession still the way of one Knox. Sat on the ball for a lot of that first half. kind of tilted the other way to Texoma as they tried to make the comeback. They had a lot of corners, just a couple of offsides, and we saw 10 combined cards in this match, which was a great one on ESPN and our coverage of USL League One today. That'll wrap up the match week for you in USL League One as One Knox is back on top of the table and looking to finish the season there with their final regular season match next week. Congratulations to them. Great season by Texoma as we wrap it 2-1 your final from Rocky Top. One Knox, the home club, taking the victory.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.